Hi guys, this is Hazel, and we're back at it again with another episode of Monstrata Fracture. We're currently just gotten back from our date, and now he's taking us back to his house, I'm guessing. If I remember correctly. He pulls me to the door and out into the cool evening air. Another wave of chaos in the cafe breaks through the quiet, and he laughs, still holding my hand as he strolls through the twilight. Okay, so we're not there yet. We're just leaving the cafe. That helps. I look down at our intertwined hands and feel my face warm a bit as he speaks. This has been an entertaining evening. Let's continue it with a round of drinks back at the dorms and see where things go from there. I think he's probably inviting me to his room, or at least it sounds that way. It would probably be fun, but I have an early class in the morning. And I'm going to save because I'm going to do both endings here. So, I'm going to decline first. He looks so upset when you decline. I'm sorry, I can't. I have class in the morning. I'm going to be a responsible student and then turn right back around and not be one. He narrows his eyes for a moment, but then he smiles. That's fine, I understand. Class is important. We should hang out again soon, though. Yeah, sure. I had a lot of fun. We walk back to the building. Nikolai seems distracted by his phone most of the time, probably texting his friends, but he warmly bids me goodnight when we part ways. I head to my dorm and happily drop into bed. And that's the end of chapter 1 on that one. And that's the end of our current content. Whenever you play a visual novel, you can always kind of get the sense that it's leading more and more towards the end of a demo if it hasn't been fully released yet. And then part of you is just, once it gets so far, you're just waiting for it to end and you're not wanting it to end yet. And then if it actually keeps going, some you get more comfortable and you're like, oh, I have some more content. And then it ends and you're like, but no, I wasn't done yet. I wanted more. But I'm going to go back to the other ending real quick. That does have more content. There's my press. It was being covered. Where's my load? There you go. Yes. And accept. Yeah, sure, that sounds fun. Excellent. Come with me. He leads me into the building, through the twisting hallways and up into one of those towers where his room is. His room is considerably bigger than mine, outfitted with elegant white wood furnishings and expensive-looking trinkets. The bed is massive compared to mine, with thick comforters and plush blankets piled upon it, neatly stacked as if a maid came through here. Maybe one did. While I muse, Nikolai stands before a full-length mirror, removing his ridiculous amount of glittering jewelry. Make yourself at home. The cushions on the floor are for sitting on. I sit as directed upon one of many large soft cushions scattered across the larger floor space. He drops the last of his sparkling change into a box, which locks with a small click. So, what can I get for you? He gestured to a side table loaded with bottles. I don't have a lot of drinking experience, so I'm certainly no expert in alcohol, but even if I were, I wouldn't know any brands from this world. The bottles look quite fancy, but that's the most I can figure out from them. I have no idea what any of those are. Something that tastes good, I guess. Whatever it is that he gives me, it's sweet enough that I can't taste the alcohol. It tastes good and it's easy to drink. Are you even old enough to drink? He looks at me in surprise. I know I have a youthful glow, but I'm not that young. Judging by his tone, the drinking age in the monster world is probably a lot lower than in mine. Oops, I'm spared responding by him changing the subject. Do you have drinking games in your world? Drinking games? Sure, you have them too? Of course, I suppose any society with alcohol would find excuses to drink it. What are some human drinking games? He sits on the cushion next to me with his glass, looking at me with interest. For some reason, I want to impress him with my answer. I don't know a lot of drinking games, but I'm familiar with a couple of the more well-known ones. Well, I know a few of them require a deck of cards, though I don't know many of those. I guess some of the easier ones would be like Never Have I Ever or Two Truths and a Lie, for example. Two Truths and a Lie sounds like my kind of game. What are the rules? One player states 3 things about themselves. 2 of them are true, 1 is a lie. The other player has to guess which is the lie. If they get it wrong, take a drink. Then they switch. What's stopping you from cheating and saying 3 truths then? Honor, I guess? Why play if you're going to cheat? To get the other person to lose, of course. But don't worry, I won't cheat. Let's play a few rounds. Alright, you go first. Let's see, 2 truths and a lie. I'll give you an easy one to start. I took a year of ballet in grade school. I have 6 sisters. 3 different fortune tellers told my mother I was destined for greatness before I hatched. I think about it. Usually something that sounds outrageous next to the 2 others is one of the truths. So it's likely that the lie is about his sisters or ballet. Both seem pretty reasonable. Nikolai is graceful from what I can tell, and Alkanost are probably hatched several at a time, so a lot of siblings would make sense. The exact number could be false though, so it seems like a safe bet. Then again, what sounds outrageous to me might not be to him, and in this world, fortune tellers and prophecies and such might be commonplace. The lie is... I'm gonna go 6 sisters, because I don't think I said that last time. The lie is you have six sisters. He trills a laugh. Really? You think I danced ballet on these? He extends his legs, displaying his scaly blackbird talons. Oh, I hadn't even thought about his feet. Though to be fair, he had them tucked beneath him. I take a drink. Wait, what was the deal with the fortune tellers anyway? Oh, Alkanost can be very superstitious, so if an egg is laid, at least one fortune teller is usually called upon to read the pattern of the speckles on the shell. Oh, that's pretty neat. What did yours say? He shrugs. The details are not memorable. Regardless, it's how they are interpreted that matters. Anyway, it's now your turn. Hit me with your best. Alright, here goes. When I was a kid, I painted a mug with a star on it for my mom's birthday. My dad is a professional witch. I've never lost a game of poker. He eyes me carefully and takes a moment to consider. I wonder if he knows what poker is. The lie is the mug for your mother. What? How did you know? People usually get that one wrong. Play this game a lot, have you? A witch isn't unreasonable if you have inhuman blood. And I'm going to guess that you've never played a game of poker, which means you've never lost either. Wow, pretty good, except my dad doesn't have any inhuman blood. That's from my mom's side. Well, close enough. Since I guessed correctly, does that mean you have to drink again? I don't think that's part of the rules, but I guess there could be variations like that. Let's play that then. Take a drink. I laugh at his childish need to win and take another drink. Which I actually just did there because I'm still pretty thirsty. Not of alcohol, though. Not quite old enough for that yet. Almost, though. Alright, your turn. Let me see. I've got 2 students expelled in high school. I came in 2nd place in a beauty pageant once, and I'm an excellent singer, but I can't prove it because my voice can erase all of someone's memories from the previous day. All of those sound outrageous. Really? I thought this one was obvious too. So which is the lie? The lie is, I'm gonna say 2nd place in the beauty pageant. Because I mean, just look at all those feathers. They're so pretty. And I don't think you would be vain enough to admit it. I think I said that wrong, but okay. The lie is that you took 2nd place in a beauty pageant. Of course it is. Even if I had been in a beauty pageant, if I'd taken 2nd place, then I certainly wouldn't brag about it. Not out of any sense of humility, I assume. I was right. I think last time I chose something else. 2nd place would be a disgrace. Of course, I can see why you don't compete. No need to compete when there's no competition. I laugh and take another sip of my drink. Forgetting I'm supposed to play along with this game, I can't freaking speak. Oh, why is it so hard to say words? I laugh and take another sip of my drink, forgetting I'm supposed to play along with the game. I suddenly remember something else he said was the truth. Okay, number 1, you're terrible. It's my charm point. Basically. And number 2, your voice can really erase someone's memories? All Alkanos can do that. The government tries to regulate it, of course, but it's nearly impossible to regulate something like that. Most attempts are met with a lot of pushback. Why? Seems like it'd be a good thing to regulate. I probably shouldn't have said that to Nikolai, but the alcohol is getting to me. He ruffles his feathers, and I think maybe he looks annoyed, but I might be imagining it. It's cruel to regulate our natural abilities. Others have more dangerous powers that go unchecked, but we're the ones being targeted for a relatively harmless power? Many of my family members will fight their whole lives to protect our rights by preventing laws like that from being passed. Take another drink for asking me such a sobering question. That's not part of the rules, but I oblige. Nikolai takes a drink too, for what that's worth. Sorry. He's silent for a moment. Don't worry about it, you didn't know. He stands up for one wild moment. I think he might be leaving. That doesn't make any sense, of course, since we're in his room. But he only strides over to his liquor collection and selects the bottle from the array, though his glass is hardly touched. What are you doing? He glances back at me, probably notices my warm cheeks and smirks. Maybe you can get drunk off of that, but I'm going to need something stronger. I chuckle as he pours a shot and knocks it back like water. Wow, are you some kind of alcoholic or something? No, I'm a connoisseur. There's a difference. So you drink a lot? Not if you don't stop sucking at this game, apparently. He settles beside me again, a new drink in hand. And here I thought I was being nice by letting you win. There's more than one way to win. I think I'm blushing harder now, and it's probably not from the alcohol. So, it's my turn now. I'm an excellent artist. My favorite food is toaster strudel, and he watches me so intently while I list my facts, studying me. He doesn't seem affected at all by the alcohol despite his small frame. His eyes are so intense and beautiful. I laugh nervously, heart pounding. Wow, you can really hold your liquor, huh? Wow, laying on the stereotypes, huh? Maybe you're just especially lightweight. Maybe. I trail off, caught up in his gaze. He raises an eyebrow. Well, what? What's your third fact? Oh, shit, I forgot we were playing a game. I had completely forgotten about the game for a moment. I'm a mess. My heart thumps in my ears when I find myself staring at his lips, warmth and adrenaline coursing through my veins. It's hard to focus. I can't remember what facts I already said, so I say what comes to my mind first. I've never kissed someone who wasn't human. Oh, I love that line, though. My face heats up, and I'm realizing that what I just said might be embarrassing. He chuckles. Well, that certainly narrows it down. I try to cover my face, mortified, and he leans closer, lowering his voice. But that could easily become a truth and two lies. I could excuse myself from the situation, but that's not really my style with these visual novels. I'm challenging him. Either the liquor or the adrenaline gives me a sudden burst of courage. I lean in, ready to challenge him. Do it then. I don't know who kisses who. I think I kiss him, despite my challenge, but it doesn't matter once our lips connect. I don't know if it was supposed to be a quick chase kiss to prove a point, but it's not. My hand is in his hair. Yeah, for a sec I was about to say, wouldn't that be feathers? But I guess he does. He has rainbow hair, which is so pretty. I mean, I tried doing something like that with my own hair. It didn't work out as well, and I was disappointed. Okay. My hand is in his hair, holding him there, and he has a strong grip around my waist with one talon, the other cradling my neck for support. I don't know where my other hand is until I realize it's running over his chest and wings, comparing feathers and skin. What? Oh, for a second I thought they were gonna have a CG. Oh, if the author sees this, can we get a CG right there? Like, nothing, it doesn't have to be anything immodest, just like a cute CG would be awesome right there. Sun filters through the windows and I let out a groan, burying my face in feathers to hide from the light. Wait, feathers? I sit up quickly, which sends pain reeling through my skull. I groan again, this time from the pain clutching my head. My mouth feels dry and my lips hurt. I take a moment to get my bearings. I'm in a bed, not my bed, with Nikolai who is curled up against my warmth. That sounds adorable, quite honestly. I'm pretty sure both of us are naked. I definitely am. And Nikolai is mostly naked all the time anyway, as far as I can tell. Last night is kind of a hazy blur, but some points of memory are clear and sharp. I let out a third groan, this time of embarrassment. It's not like it's my first time or anything, but I suppose I knew this would happen. I'm not stupid. Someone like Nikolai invites you back to their room. There's only one way that's gonna end. It doesn't stop me from feeling embarrassed for sleeping with a guy I just met, though. A feathered arm, or is it a wing, wraps around my waist and pulls me back down. Nikolai presses his body against me, his eyes still closed. Oh yeah, he's definitely naked. Morning, surprised you're still here. I am too, I guess. Oh hey, I didn't notice, but they changed the CG a little bit so you can't see the top of her shirt. That's interesting. He presses his face closer and gently nips my earlobe. Since you're here, I can't. I have class this morning. His eyes finally open into little colorful slits. What time is your class? 10. He lets out a huff of amusement. Might as well stick around for round 2. You're not making that class. What? I can't be that late already. I grab my phone and panic to check the time, while Nikolai chuckles and runs his talon over my torso. 11:37. What the hell? Shit, I can't believe this. I throw the blanket off, clambering out of the bed. Nikolai reaches to pull me back, but without any particular effort. What's the rush? You've already missed most of it. It's not all of it. I don't know why I feel in a panic to leave, but I do. I can't stay here. I have to. I don't know. I have to go. I scramble around gathering my clothes, trying to cover myself with them for some reason. Nikolai rolls his eyes and flops back in the bed, apparently not interested in helping me. I pull on my day-old clothes and grab my bag, rushing for the door. Bye! Bye! Something about his tone sounds mocking. I guess he's annoyed at me for taking off, but it's not like he has any reason to expect me to stick around. I hustle out the door and take the stairs as fast as I can. I can make it up to him later. And that's it, apparently. I thought they would have the little, that's the end of our current content screen, too, but apparently not. Although, that small ending bit, I wonder, though, since Nikolai comes from, like, higher society, if people have been kind of, like, afraid to mess with him most of his life, or just treated him different because of his family and their, you know, reputation. So I wonder if that really affected, well, I wonder how that affected his childhood. I feel like that affected his childhood, and while he might have started off nicer, he probably went off of the example some of his other siblings were showing. And I feel like he might act a lot mean, but that he might actually just be kind of lonely and want someone, but not willing to let anyone see that. So of course he's gonna act a bit huffy, or a bit, well, not huffy. Huffy is what you would use to describe a tsundere, but I feel like that's kind of why he acts like he does. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here too, because it seems like a good enough place to stop for me. I will do the other characters in different episodes. Like, I'll probably do Kalian, I believe is his name, in the next episode, because he's really cute. I do need to look up exactly what a Kelpie is because I'm not entirely sure, because he has little hoof ears, but he looks like a Zora because he has fish gills. So I'm not sure, but it seems interesting in the least. And I'm definitely gonna have to check out the new bunny girl too, as well as, I don't know why, but I feel like his name was Dimitri, the little skeleton dude. But that'll have to wait for another episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.